Prince Shōtoku was born in the year 574 in Yamato, a region in what is now Nara Prefecture. He was the son of Emperor Yomiya and Princess Anahobe Mahito, and he belonged to the imperial lineage from birth. His position placed him inside the highest circle of political authority during a formative stage of the Japanese state. This account focuses on several actions and policies historically associated with his name and examines what they signified within their context. He served under Empress Suko as a leading royal figure who assisted in governing. Political power at that time did not rest in a single individual but was shared among imperial relatives and influential clans, particularly the Soga family. Within this collaborative structure, the court confronted the challenge of organizing authority in a more coherent way. One major reform attributed to this period was the establishment of a cap and rank system that visually distinguished levels of office. Officials were assigned graded ranks marked by specific headgear colors and styles. This reform introduced a structured hierarchy that could reward service and competence rather than relying solely on hereditary status. It did not eliminate clan influence, yet it created a framework in which merit could be recognized within the existing elite order. Such a system reflected a broader intention to rationalize court administration. Another significant measure traditionally linked to him is the articulation of principles later known as a constitutional document of 17 articles. This text emphasized harmony, moral conduct, and proper relationships within government. It drew upon Confucian concepts of hierarchical duty and Buddhist ethical ideas that had entered the archipelago from the continent. Rather than functioning as a legal code in the modern sense, it expressed normative expectations for officials. It framed governance as a moral undertaking grounded in order and cooperation. By articulating shared principles, the court attempted to stabilize decision-making among competing interests. A further initiative was the dispatch of envoys to the Sui dynasty in China. Through these missions, the Yamato court sought knowledge of continental administrative systems, ritual practices, and diplomatic protocol. Engagement with the Sui court signaled a willingness to learn from a powerful and highly organized state. The exchange facilitated the transmission of texts, calendrical science, and bureaucratic models. Such contact placed Yamato within a broader East Asian diplomatic network. These policies unfolded during a period when Japan was moving toward stronger central institutions. Centralization was gradual and depended on negotiation among aristocratic factions. The reforms associated with Prince Shōtoku should therefore be understood within this shared governance environment. They represented efforts to define authority more clearly without dismantling existing power structures. The cap and rank system provided administrative clarity. The constitutional principles offered ethical guidance. Diplomatic missions expanded institutional knowledge. Together, these measures formed a coherent orientation toward structured rule. At the same time, historians debate the precise degree of his personal authorship and initiative. Much of the documentary evidence comes from chronicles compiled generations later. Scholars therefore examine how later political narratives shaped his image. This debate does not deny the existence of the reforms themselves. It questions how leadership was distributed among court actors. In this sense, Prince Shōtoku can be viewed as a focal figure whose name became associated with institutional transformation. His imperial status provided symbolic authority for policies that required broad acceptance. The reforms reflect a strategic alignment of moral discourse, administrative organization, and international awareness. They demonstrate an effort to anchor political legitimacy in both ethical principle and structured hierarchy. They also illustrate selective adaptation of continental models rather than simple imitation. The Yamato court adopted elements that could strengthen internal coherence. These choices contributed to the longer process of state formation in Japan. Later generations remembered him as a central participant in this transformation. Modern analysis maintains caution regarding singular attribution while recognizing his association with reform. The historical figure emerges not as an isolated ruler but as an influential royal actor within a cooperative political framework. His era illustrates how governance evolves through negotiation, adaptation, and the articulation of shared norms. The legacy attached to his name invites continued examination of how institutional change is remembered and interpreted. Thank you for watching Legends Great Figures. Please subscribe to our channel and give us a like.